noticed how tech giants seem to copy each other's ideas? Well, it turns out Apple might be taking a page out of Google's playbook. Today, we're talking about the iPhone 16e and the upcoming iPhone 17 Pro, and how they prove that Apple sees Google as its biggest competitor. Let's dive into the details. For years, Samsung tried to grab Apple's attention, but it seems Apple only has eyes for Google. The iPhone 16e and the iPhone 17 Pro are clear signs that Apple considers Google its true rival. Both companies often claim to be better than each other in their ads, but this time it looks like Google might have the upper hand. First, let's talk about the iPhone 16e. No one really knows what the E stands for, but it's clear that Apple might have borrowed Google's naming strategy. The iPhone SE, which the iPhone 16e is replacing, was a separate, affordable model that looked different from Apple's premium phones. But the iPhone 16e is part of the main iPhone 16 lineup. It comes out a few months after the flagship models and shares the same design. Even though it's a toned-down version, it has the same core specs as the standard iPhone 16. This strategy feels a lot like Google's approach with its Pixel A series phones. For example, the Pixel 8a is similar enough to the Pixel 8 that it doesn't feel like a budget phone. Apple seems to be doing the same with the iPhone 16e. By making it look and feel like the premium model, Apple is avoiding the budget phone label, which might not sit well with its customers. This could explain why the iPhone SE models never really took off, despite their lower price. Now, let's move on to the iPhone 17 Pro. Leaked designs suggest that at least 3 models in the iPhone 17 series will have a horizontal bar on the back. While smartphone designs don't leave much room for creativity, it's hard to ignore that this design element was popularized by Google's Pixel phones. The iPhone 17 Pro renders show a triangular camera arrangement, but the addition of the horizontal bar seems unnecessary unless Apple is trying to win back customers it lost to Google. But it's not just about design. Apple is also stepping up its game in AI. While Google was one of the first to introduce AI features in smartphones, Apple was late to the party. However, the company is now pushing hard with Apple Intelligence. The rollout has been a bit messy, but Apple is determined to catch up. Rumors suggest that the iPhone 17 Pro might come with more RAM to ensure AI features run smoothly. This is a big deal because Apple has historically been stingy with RAM. By increasing memory capacity, Apple is showing it's serious about AI, another area where it seems to be following Google's lead. So, what does all this mean? While Google's Pixel phones haven't yet matched the sales of Apple's iPhones, their influence is growing. Shipments are slowly climbing, and if Apple is feeling the pressure, it's a sign that Google is on the right track. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more tech updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Samsung's One UI 7.0 update has faced delays, leading to a surprising change in the company's software update plans. Reports indicate that Samsung might completely skip One UI 7.1 and One UI 7.11, jumping directly to One UI 8.0. This move is unexpected, as Samsung typically follows a structured release cycle, offering incremental updates before rolling out a major version. But why is this happening? One of the main reasons behind this decision appears to be timing. Google is reportedly launching Android 16 earlier than usual, leaving Samsung with less time to develop and test multiple software versions. Instead of dividing resources between One UI 7.1, One UI 7.11, and One UI 8.0, the company seems to be focusing on bringing One UI 8.0 faster. This change could impact Samsung's upcoming foldable devices, including the Galaxy Z Flip 7, Galaxy Z Fold 7, and the rumored dual folding phone. These devices may either ship with One UI 7.0 or skip directly to One UI 8.0, bypassing the intermediate versions entirely. One UI 7.0 made its debut with the Galaxy S25 series last month and has since expanded to some newly released mid-range devices, including the Galaxy M065G, Galaxy M16, Galaxy A36, and Galaxy A56. However, many of Samsung's premium smartphones from last year, such as the Galaxy S24, Galaxy Z Flip 6, and Galaxy Z Fold 6, are still waiting for the update. This delay has left users questioning when they will receive the latest software improvements. To address this, Samsung is reportedly preparing to expand its One UI 7.0 beta program to more devices. Rumors suggest that models like the Galaxy S23, Galaxy Z Flip 6, Galaxy Z Fold 6, and Galaxy A55 will be included in the beta testing phase later this month. If this happens, it could indicate that the stable rollout of One UI 7.0 for older models might begin as early as April 2025. Skipping minor updates might sound unusual, but it could actually be a strategic decision. By moving directly to One UI 8.0, Samsung may be aiming to keep pace with Google's faster Android release schedule. This could lead to fewer updates overall, but with more meaningful changes each time. However, some users might worry that skipping these updates could mean missing out on important improvements or refinements that Samsung typically introduces in incremental versions. One major concern is how this change will affect the stability and feature set of One UI. Normally, smaller updates help refine the user experience and fix any issues before a major release. By skipping One UI 7.1 and One UI 7.11, Samsung is taking a different approach, one that could either streamline the update process or create further delays if One UI 8.0 requires more extensive testing. For users waiting for One UI 7.0, this situation may be frustrating, but it could also mean that Samsung is focusing on delivering a better, more future-proof experience. Is the Galaxy A36 the best mid-range phone of the year? Samsung has officially launched the device alongside the Galaxy A26 and Galaxy A56, and it comes with some solid upgrades. A better selfie camera, faster charging, and 6 major software updates make it a tempting option. But is it worth considering over its competitors? The Galaxy A36 comes with a 6.7-inch Super AMOLED Infinity O display. It has a full HD Plus resolution, a smooth 120Hz refresh rate, and a peak brightness of 1200 nits. This means the screen stays clear even in bright sunlight, and the higher refresh rate makes scrolling feel smooth. Samsung has also included an in-display optical fingerprint reader and stereo speakers for a more premium experience. One of the key changes is the design. The Galaxy A36 is lighter than its predecessor, the Galaxy A35, despite having a slightly bigger screen. It weighs just 195 grams and is slimmer at 7.4 millimeters. To add durability, Samsung has used Gorilla Glass Victus Plus to protect the display from scratches and minor drops. The phone is also rated IP67 for dust and water resistance, meaning it can survive splashes and brief submersion in water. Under the hood, Samsung has upgraded the processor to the Snapdragon 6 Gen 3. Built on Samsung's 4nm process, this chip has 4 Cortex A78 cores running at 2.4 GHz and 4 Cortex A55 cores at 1.8 GHz. Samsung claims it is around 8% faster than the Exynos 1380 used in the Galaxy A35. This should translate to better performance in daily tasks, gaming, and multitasking. The phone comes with either 6GB or 8GB of RAM and offers 128GB or 256GB of internal storage. However, there's no microSD card slot, so users won't be able to expand storage later. Samsung's software support has been a major selling point, and the Galaxy A36 is no exception. It ships with Android 15 and One UI 7.0, and Samsung has promised 6 major Android updates and security support for 6 years. This means the phone will eventually get Android 21, making it one of the longest supported mid-range devices in the market.